The reason why nothing is happening, even though you are trying really hard and you're choosing better, is because you haven't really decided. Now, the word decide has kind of like different meanings to different people, because the way that I use it, and when it comes to manifesting, making a decision is almost permanent. Yes, you can grow and learn and change your decision over time, but it's not going to be wavering every single day. So a lot of you think you have decided that you want to manifest, or decided that you're going to have a better life, that you're going to be this new person, but you haven't really decided. You're actually just making very superficial choices in your day-to-day, and you're leaving it up to kind of decide on a daily basis, when you should make the decision first and then act based off of that decision. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have decided that you're going to go to the gym every single day. Now, the first type of person will decide this, but then at the first inconvenience, they will not go to the gym. So maybe they'll wake up and they'll get cramps. Like if you're a woman and you get your period, you get cramps. So they use that as an excuse to not go to the gym, because, oh, the cramps are too bad, so I can't go to the gym today. Or some excuse like, it's raining outside, I feel like staying inside. Or, I'm just feeling really anxious today, I'm not feeling like myself today, so I'll just skip the gym today. And it's these everyday events that can so quickly shake your decision. So that shows me that it wasn't really a decision in the first place. You just chose to change in the moment, but you didn't really think through what that would be, and you're not standing by it. You're allowing every single external thing to shake your faith, to shake your decision, and you're changing your mind every single day. Whereas the second type of person, the person who has actually decided, it doesn't matter if they wake up and they have cramps. It doesn't matter if they wake up and it's raining outside. Even if they can only go to the gym and they can only do one single squat, or they can only walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes and that's all they can do. Even if that's the case, they're still going to go, because they decided that no matter what, they are this person. They are this person that not any little thing can just change your mind. It's going to take something big to change your mind. It's going to take a serious emergency, and even then, you're still going to follow through with what you're saying. Now, the thing that you don't realize is that if you haven't made a decision and you're still in that choosing like day-to-day basis, like every day you choose something different, but you're never really like firm on it, you almost like want to be able to go back to the old self at any moment, but you still want to manifest and you still want the new results. So that's the issue here. Like, you can't just stay in the middle and then still have the comfort of being your old self, but then the reward of manifesting and changing. You can't have the benefits of changing while keeping the comfort of staying the same. It contradicts each other. You have to go all in to the discomfort so that you can get the benefits of it. So if you've made a decision to do something and somehow things keep coming up, like every single day something new comes up to challenge you, a lot of people see this as God testing you or the universe testing you. Really, it's your old identity, because you have had this way of being for so long. It's so comfortable. You know it fully. And so when you're changing into somebody new and you're shifting your way of being, the old mindset, the old outcomes are going to keep coming up. They're going to keep coming up until you stay firm in your decision. So it's really common that people will be in the beginning phases of manifesting and they're like playing around with their self-concept, they're playing around with who they get to be, and when they finally make a decision, they start getting all these things coming up. So, the day that you finally decide that you're going to work out every day, that's the day. Now you have a cold. Now you can't work out. Oh no, it's throwing off your commitment. But if you weren't sick, you would be able to do it. But you're sick, so you can't do it, right? What you don't realize is that you're actually manifesting these things to come up. So you're not fully committed as to who you want to be. You're not fully committed to everything about that new identity. So you're committed to the benefit, right? You're committed to the idea that you're gonna look good, you're gonna be in shape, you're gonna have your dream partner, you're gonna have date night together, you're gonna have the job that you want, you're gonna be earning all the money that you asked for. You're committed to that part. Okay, I'll give you that. You're committed to that part, but you're not committed to the sacrifice. You're not committed to, if you want to look good and feel good, you have to sacrifice some of your time in going to the gym. You have to sacrifice eating certain things and only eating them when you're having a cheat meal, right? You're not going to be able to eat these things every single day. You're going to have to sacrifice being by yourself all the time if you want to be with a partner, right? Because you're going to have to share your life with that person. Same thing if you want to have that new job and that dream career and that amazing lifestyle, you're going to have to take that risk where you start your business or you quit your current job. It's going to be a moment of transition where you're feeling uncomfortable, right? That is what's required to get to the other side of living in that new decision, of deciding and then living in it. And then, of course, receiving the actual material manifestation that you're looking for. But while you're in the beginning phases of deciding who you want to be and actually standing by that decision, you may be manifesting things to come up. So I'll give you an example. Someone who had recently come to me, let me figure out how I can share this without giving too many details. Basically, she had a goal that she wanted to attain, but every time she was trying to get to that goal, something came up. So either she would have panic attacks, or she would get really sick, or she would just be feeling bad, or something weird would happen at work, like her boss would ask her to do all these extra things that she wouldn't normally do, and it's like the universe was working against her. That's how she felt. And so I asked her a question. I said, what about these things, these negative situations, what about them are giving you permission to stay where you are? What about these things happening is keeping you in your comfort zone? Now, she was not happy when I said this, obviously. If you're watching, babe, I know you almost hung up the phone on me, but it's okay. I'm here for you. Obviously, it's not her fault. Just like it's not your fault that these things are happening. But understand that when you have a goal, when you want to lose weight, or you want to attract your SP, or you want to create a new source of income, these are all good goals to have, right? And so when we are really thinking about that, part of us is excited, but part of us is uncomfortable and scared. So what is the easiest way to keep you from being uncomfortable? Well, keeping you where you are now. And what is the easiest way for you to stay where you are now? Have something come up, right? So even though she was very serious about her fitness goals, you know, her boss asked her to stay late, or oh no, she got sick, or oh no, she doesn't feel well today, or oh no, she got food poisoning. Like the most random things would happen, because if she had too much time where everything was neutral, then she would have to face her fears, she would have to face her growth and actually start showing up as the person that she wants to be. But if she's too distracted with all these chaotic things happening all the time, then she can't focus on herself. She has to constantly be reacting and putting out the fires that are coming at her. She has to constantly be staying late at work, or whatever the number of things that would just constantly come up all the time, to where she didn't feel like she could genuinely be the person she wanted to be. But here's how you overcome this. When you make a decision, like a real decision, not like a, oh, I want to, this would be nice, I'm manifesting, I would like, no. When you decide, when you really decide, you'll feel it, you'll feel the difference. But also, there is nothing that's going to come up that is going to shake it. There's nothing that's going to come up that's going to change your mind just like that. Now, of course, like I said before, as we learn and grow, we are okay to change our minds. It is okay to make a decision and then realize that we didn't want that and then decide on something else. But it's not going to be like an everyday thing, you're making a different decision, right? It's going to take some time for you to evaluate whether or not this is working for you. So here's how you can actually overcome the feeling of all these things coming up and all this chaos, and essentially your old identity trying to come back and keep you where you are. Now, your old identity will do that by causing drama. It's kind of funny sometimes, because when I feel like I'm getting too far or like I'm doing too good, random things will come up that will almost trigger me to get back to that old place. So, you know, an old belief of mine would be like, I can't make friends, like it's so hard to make girlfriends. And if you've watched some of my videos about like the evil eye and experiencing jealousy, then you know, like I've been through some weird, shady stuff with women in female friendships. And so I was in that old story for a while where I just could not make friends, right? As I grow and as I make more friends, I realize that every time I feel like I get to a new level of female friendships, something will happen with one of my female friends that will trigger that old situation again and almost like try to hold me back. Now, I don't want to get into this whole like, I'm not going to get into it in this video, but there's always going to be a force of growth and a force of holding you back. So there's always like two forces in your life. There's the force within you that is wanting to get more and increase and do better and grow and improve. And then there's the force that is constantly trying to hold you back. It's like yin and yang. It's like nighttime, daytime. Neither is good or bad. It keeps things in balance. So the people that genuinely want to grow and are committed, those are the people that get results because they work with their opposing force to continue on. All right. So no matter what level you're at, there's always going to be an equally strong opposing force trying to hold you back. It doesn't matter how much inner work you've done. Anytime you want something new, you're growing, there's going to be that equally strong opposing force that's going to try to keep you where you are or even take you back to where you used to be, right? But these are things that happen as a natural part of the journey. It's really up to you to overcome it and stay persistent, because that's when you're going to continue to grow and continue to get to the new levels of what you want and who you're trying to be. So going back to the example I gave you about one of the people I was working with, when I asked her, okay, well, what part of you is staying comfortable by these bad things happening? Like, what part of you is happy that these things are happening because it means that you don't have to go to the gym? You don't have to like work on yourself. You don't have to start your business that you've been wanting to start for years. You don't have to do it because you got sick, because you got your period and now you have the worst cramps of your life, because your boss made you stay late at work, okay, because your friends are being annoying and starting drama with you. How random that you've set these goals and now all of a sudden these things are happening. That's why a lot of people, when they first learn about manifesting, it almost feels like their life is getting worse, but it's not. It's just that you're more aware of everything happening and you're starting to take more accountability. So it feels like things are going worse when they're not. They're going the same. You just weren't conscious about all the patterns and all the rhythm that was going on in your life. So how did she overcome this feeling, right? How did she overcome this essentially self-sabotage, essentially procrastinating her desire, procrastinating her manifestation? Well, by making a decision, not just choosing and desiring, but acting as if you have decided and you are firm in what you want. So even when her boss made her stay late, she would still go home and work on her business. She would still go to the gym even when she wasn't feeling her best or she just wasn't in the mood for it. It didn't matter what the world was throwing at her. She started doing the thing anyways, showing up anyways, acting as if anyways, right? Assuming that she already has what she wants, therefore she's showing up as that person. If she was already that person that had her own business, she wouldn't just say, oh, I had to stay late at my other event or my other job, so I can't work on my business today. I can't, attend to my clients. No, if she had clients, if she had people coming in needing what she was providing, she wouldn't just say, oh, sorry, you guys, I got home at 11 last night, so I can't help you today, like, sorry. No, she wouldn't. She absolutely would not. She would show up anyways. She would reschedule what she needs to reschedule in order to be able to do the things that she wants to do. So why is it different just because she hasn't started the business yet? If you already had the body you wanted, you'd be going to the gym, regardless of if you felt like it or not, regardless of if you're feeling like your best self today. You would go anyways. That wouldn't even be a thought in your mind. So why is it that you aren't acting that way now? It's because you don't see yourself as that person yet. So that's a bigger conversation. That's something that you really need to reflect on yourself and reflect on what you need to do, what you need to shift, what you need to realize in order to actually be that person now. Because if you can't be that person, you're not gonna be that person, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. If you like this video, share it with your friends. And also, I've been getting a lot of requests coming in, so I wanted to create like a form that you could just fill out, and that way we could easily see if we're a fit for each other, because I've been getting a lot of emails with like all types of different people and I can't read through them all. I can't read through them all and answer them all, so it'll save me a lot of time if you just go through the form instead of emailing me or DMing me. Click the form. It should be linked in the description. That way we can figure something out a lot more efficiently, okay? I hope this video helped. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.